You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network. Now the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's Snooki and Jwoww After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Snooki and Jwoww After Show.
I don't care. I love it. I don't care.
This song has been in my head for Hello.
Thing is for doing, and we are here doing another episode of Snooki and Jwoww, Season 2, Episode 7, Turning Over a New Leaf?
League.
League, that's it. Okay. Turning over a new league.
Yes.
Which, according to Snooki's, her way of saying turning over a new leaf.
Yes.
So, all right, guys, so we're more than halfway through the season of Snooki and Jwoww. I think there's only 12 episodes.
We are.
And what'd you guys think? Want to just start straight from the top?
Sure. Yeah. Do you want to should we introduce ourselves?
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's been a long day, you guys. Yes, let's introduce ourselves. You guys, you can go first since.
Hey, guys, I'm Annika Michelle.
I'm Steph Z.
And I am your forgetful host, Erika Vieira. All right. Yes.
No, that's done.
No, that's done. Let's talk about Snooki and Jwoww. So, you know, we show kind of the beginning of the episode. Snooki super proud of herself that she was able to get into her shoes.
No more cankles.
Yeah.
No more cankles.
That's funny.
I
And
know.
he didn't even care. She was all
No.
mad, like, you don't even care. I can get my sexy shoes.
I know. He was just like, whatever. He's like, we're still in this basement, like, dealing with our, like, you know,
Life.
three-week-old
Yeah.
or whatever. I kind of wish that they would, I thought about this during the show, that they would show, like, the timeline. Like, Lorenzo, 3 weeks, 4
Yeah,
weeks.
I'll tell
7
you what
weeks.
it is.
Yeah.
Right, so
Yeah.
you know how old, yeah.
So you know
the
how old or
progression.
how exactly, like,
Right.
how much further from, like, the birth it was. Like, she talked about this the first time drinking any alcohol. Like, at what point was it? That's just a side note, but I was kind of hoping they
Tell
would
you.
put that in there. Yeah.
Right.
And then kind of keeping to Snooki, she goes to the grocery store
She does.
and doesn't even know, like, what an
What
apple
she's
is
doing.
or...
Hey, I'm not good at the grocery store either.
That's right.
Some people's not their strong suit.
yeah.
I love the grocery store.
So
and
do
we
I.
were talking about it. I love it. I love the. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I probably don't cook as often as I should, but I love the grocery store. I could do all the grocery shopping at home.
Yeah, I love it too. I can spend hours
Hours.
at the grocery store looking
Yeah.
at everything.
I spend hours there and then I come home with a bunch of stuff and I'm like, I can't even make one meal with all this
Yeah.
stuff.
And you-
Because it's all delicious cereal.
There you go. Or like Snooki said, cereal and apple juice. That's what she got in college.
Yeah.
Yeah. Two things that aren't that good for you to eat. But anyways, I won't go into my my nutrition rampage. But
I heard it.
but so Snooki isn't much of a cook either, but she's trying.
She
She's
is.
totally trying.
So like she said, she's trying to be like domesticated. She's trying to play like house in her mind at least.
Right. She did say that too.
Yeah.
And it kind of pays off though, because even though it doesn't pay off right away, at the end they do get that like date night again.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
true.
Like, I mean, not to jump all the way there, but it's like she's trying to like make effort, and then at the end, it pays off that she goes out to dinner again.
Yeah, and it makes going out to dinner and they're doing things like that a little bit more special too. Because if you're
Yeah.
not doing takeout or whatever. And Snooki's probably thinking like, okay, she should at least know how to cook a little bit.
Yeah.
But I doubt she's gonna be someone that's cooking much.
I don't think she's gonna be spending much time. I mean, they can afford someone to come and cook for them. They can afford a chef.
even if they don't get a chef, they've got Jioni's amazing, wonderful mother
Right
there.
upstairs.
Right upstairs. That starts cooking the Sunday dinner at
awesome.
like 10 a.m.
Right.
Like,
So-
and I'm sure from that Sunday dinner, there's probably leftovers for a solid like 4 or 5
Week,
days.
yeah.
Yeah. So I doubt Snooki's gonna be doing much in the way of cooking. But it was cute to see her try at least, and I loved her outfit.
For grocery shopping.
Her grocery shopping outfit.
Before we move from the cooking, what about setting off the fire alarm?
Yeah,
the baby
I know.
crying.
Yes, yes.
She kind of had a disaster, and
had
she
a
chose not to tell him about that. And then he got a little bit mad about it.
I don't blame her.
I don't blame her either, because it was
Yeah.
kind of like she was trying, and she just didn't need salt in the wound that
Yeah.
she didn't know what she was doing.
And he was happy with the end result.
It's true,
Yeah.
and they were already having issues, so she probably just didn't want to add another one to it for them to
Yeah,
fight
they've
about
been bickering
a lot.
Yeah. The two of them look like they're at each other's throats.
Yeah.
And like Snooki said later on to Jenni, like they're just like not having enough sleep, probably.
Yeah.
You know?
And that will just make anyone into a bad mood. So not enough sleep plus a crying baby is
Yeah.
not going to help.
Plus, her emotions are still all over the
Her
place.
hormones.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, all that. It's crazy. But I do have to mention, and we talked about this when we were watching the show, the Doritos in the salad.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I'm like, no.
It totally tastes so good.
Oh God, that's disgusting. It totally defeats the purpose of a salad.
It does.
But Snooki obviously was doing something right at some point, because if any of you guys are following her on Twitter, girlfriend has lost a lot of weight.
She has. She looks
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Yeah.
she probably doesn't stick to the Doritos in the salad anymore.
No.
But she looks good. All right, so then we see them, cooking, domesticating, and all that, and then it kind of moves over to Jenni, and kind of interesting developments with her
Yeah.
and her family.
She did get into about her mom being in an assisted living home since she was 2.
Yeah.
Her dad basically raised her. We didn't get to meet the mom like the preview made it seem like we would, but I wonder, I think we will see her this season, or else they wouldn't have mentioned her.
I don't think we'll see her.
You
That's
don't
my
think
theory.
so?
I don't think we'll actually see her.
I don't know if she'll be on camera
Yeah,
either,
I
but I think
don't-
we'll hear the whole story.
I think so too. I think we'll see like a situation like, cause I do the mob wives too, and a lot of times like they'll show like the before and after when they're in jail. I kind of see
Okay.
it like that, like
Right.
leading up to it, and then afterwards.
Like
I
them
don't,
talking about it.
and
I
she
don't think
also,
we'll meet her.
yeah, and she also said that there was big mood swings because she did mention to her mom about meeting Roger
Right.
at one point, and then her mom said, "I'm not effing meeting him." Is
Right.
what she quoted her mom saying.
While she was on speaker and Roger totally heard her.
Yeah. So, but again, props to Roger. The way he has patience with her in that situation, like she's completely being difficult
Yeah.
for not his fault, and he's just like, okay, whatever you need, and you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I just like him more and more
Yeah.
every week.
Yeah, I've always been a big fan of Roger. I mean, he
Since the
has his
beginning.
moments that he can be kind of, kind of a jerk, but I really like him though. I
They're a
think
good pair.
Yeah.
For
they're a
sure.
really good pair. I think she needs somebody like him too. He's a man. He's confident. He's
Yeah.
strong. Like she needs a guy like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, props to him for just like dealing with the situation. I mean, of course he loves Jenni and he's gonna like stick by her, and the fact that her mother is like, in the situation isn't Jenni's fault, but
Right.
Jenni's like bratty behavior, it wasn't his fault.
Necessary.
Well, it's not that it wasn't necessary. I mean, I don't blame her for being upset
About her mom, yeah.
about her mom. I mean, who wants to be in that situation? But
No.
I mean,
it's just she's probably embarrassed,
Yeah.
and
I'm
sure
there's
she
a
is.
fear. I think there's a fear there that then Roger's going to judge her.
Yeah.
Which I think that's what creates a lot of her emotion, rather than she's not just being difficult for no reason.
Well,
like,
right.
There's a fear.
Yeah, well, she did say that to her dad, that she's scared, like,
Right.
She's like, I'm scared. Well, she's like, I'm scared. Will he go running away? Like, is this going to make him run away? Like, she even said that when they're having lunch with her dad. And
Yeah.
he's like, no, he's not going to go anywhere with us. And she's like, are you sure? Are you sure not meeting her will not make him run? Like, I'm sure she's scared, like, because something must be.
it's a legitimate
off,
fear.
yeah.
Yeah, I would be probably feeling the same way because, probably her whole life she's created a certain facade or a certain picture of who she is and her life and everything, and then she's got this kind of like secret, her mother, and I'm sure Roger has known about it, I'm sure, for a long time, but she doesn't know what he's gonna think. He could look, he could be thinking, oh wow, is this hereditary? Like,
Right.
what's
Right.
going on? Like,
Right.
Jenni was 3
Two,
when
yeah.
2 when this happened. So I mean, she was you know, probably it wasn't something that this woman was maybe born with, or maybe it was, but it sounds like it got bad a little
Whatever
bit
it
later in
was,
life.
yeah.
So, I mean,
Right,
I
you never
don't-
know. It could have been like an accident or something. Like,
Yeah,
we
something
still
could have
don't
happened. We don't know.
Yeah,
I know.
I mean, I hope we get to see her
sure, it could be
because,
an accident.
yeah, well, yeah, and she has mood swings and stuff. So I don't know what, and assisted living. So I feel like whatever it is, she can't live on her own for clear reasons.
Yeah.
So I hope we get to meet her. I hope that. I mean, I think it'll be good because I feel like I feel like if we do get to meet her, like there's so many people in the world that have moms or dads or whoever in different situations, and they're like, wow, if Jenni is on TV and you know she's doing all this,
Right.
and she showed everyone her mom, she's not embarrassed, she's like, this is my mom. Like I feel like that's gonna help more people than if like them just talking about it and never actually showing her.
Yeah.
But I understand for like maybe mental reasons or whatever the mom's issue is, like if they don't, but I feel like it would help a lot of people if they actually do show her and like kind of maybe even say what's wrong with her.
Especially because a show like this isn't always so serious.
Yeah.
So it could take a serious turn for a minute, which shows a different side of both of them too.
Right.
Because even she, talked about it with Snooki.
Yeah.
Like, I told him about my mom, and she clearly knows that there's an issue with this mom. She might even know the whole issue.
Yeah.
I'm
But
sure she does.
I'm sure she does. But she, clearly they get like serious, and they're usually not serious.
No.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I just doubt that we'll see the mom. Just based on her reaction, I even want to meet Roger.
Yeah.
And
Having
she
a
hasn't
camera
seen
in
him.
her face. Yeah, if she hasn't met
true.
anybody.
Right.
I don't see it happening. And yeah, I mean, it could have been
And
like
even her family she hasn't met.
that's what Jenni said.
That's the thing. She's like a lot of
crazy.
the extended family or a lot of the family hasn't even met her. So it's like, how has the family not met this woman? Like, do you know what I mean? Like if she went to assisted living when Jenni was 2, then the first 2 years did they not come over
Did they
or
never-
like
if they had a wedding, did
yeah, it's just interesting. Whatever it is.
interesting.
yeah. But yeah, so I mean that's definitely a more serious part of the show, and that becomes
Right.
definitely part of the storyline, which they've kind of hidden for a while.
A long while,
Yeah.
she was on Jersey Shore and
Yeah.
nothing.
Even the last season of Snooki and Jwoww, we didn't really hear about it. But like, I think this is like a serious thing for Jenni. Her and Roger getting married. I mean, this is kind of like, it would be a time
Yeah,
when you would involve
to meet.
your parents or something.
And
you
it's
know?
interesting now that I think about it, actually, a few episodes ago at Snooki's baby shower, everyone came with their mom, and Jenni came with her gay boy.
Yes.
What was her name? Eric or something.
No,
No.
I remember.
Yeah,
Just-
but she came with her gay best friend. And Dina came with her mom.
Joey, Joey.
Yeah.
Her gay Joey,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sammy came with Ronnie's mom.
Yeah.
Dina, everyone came with their mom, and she came with her gay best friend. So it actually now makes sense thinking back on it. Like, wow, that's funny. Everyone came with their mom, and she came with her gay best friend.
I wonder why she didn't bring Roger's mom.
That's true. Well, she's in Maine.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
It's probably not
yeah.
in town.
Yeah, that's probably inconvenient.
Yeah. We're making up reasons
Yeah.
for them.
Guys are planning together.
But yeah, I mean, sticking with Roger and Jenni, it is now, we do start to see a little bit more of the seriousness when it comes to them getting engaged and that whole thing. And Jenni, talking to her dad
Yeah.
about it. And her dad seems to be a big fan of Roger, but he's like, he wouldn't ask me for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hand.
Like, yeah.
He's like, it sounds like he's quite the jokester. So
But I feel like he was doing that to cover up. I feel like maybe he has.
I
And
felt
the
that
dad
for a
was
second,
like, the
too.
dad was trying to cover up because Jenni was like, wait, what? What? And like, because I think he kind of slipped up for a second.
yeah.
Or he got serious for a second, and
Yeah.
then he turned like super joke.
Yeah.
And I
So-
could see Roger. I would be surprised if Roger didn't. To
I
be
would
honest,
too.
You know?
No,
I
I
would
think he
too.
will. He
Yeah.
totally will.
I think you will too.
If he hasn't already, he totally will do it.
I think so too.
Yeah.
All right. So then it was kind of nice during this episode to actually have a pretty lengthy part of the episode where Snooki and Jenni were actually together.
Yeah.
The two of them were there. They had their lunch at the Jewish deli.
That was funny.
Silly.
Yeah.
Eating tongue.
Eating tongue. Yeah.
Eating tongue. Tongue is so good.
So good.
Come
I've never
on.
had it.
I'm half Jewish. I've had all that.
Have you really?
Mm-hmm. Tongue's
I mean, she
good.
said it tastes like ham. Ham's good.
Yeah, it's like salty because
Yeah.
it gets.
It was better than the baby food that Snooki had to eat.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but yeah, so then they're there, kind of chilling and hanging out, being like friends, and because halfway through the season, you're seeing like, okay, like last season the two girls lived together.
Yes.
So their solution this time around is basically filming them kind of in their separate lives, and every now and then bringing them together.
Yeah.
So it was nice to see them just being together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just the two of
Just
them.
being, yeah.
No Roger, no, you know, Lorenzo, no Jionni. And because, you know, Roger and Jionni, when they're together, it's just constant, like,
Yeah.
you know, cat dog kind of bickering kind of back and forth, but like joking way.
Right.
Like a little girl time
Yeah,
for the two of them. So that was cool to see.
it was nice.
And you know, one of the things that they talked about during that lunch, which I thought was interesting, they brought up was, you know, Jenni mentioning and saying that her and Roger both came from a divorced home.
Yeah.
And for the two of them, you know, it is a little scary to make that commitment
Yeah.
of marriage.
Right. My question is, and maybe you guys know the answer and I just missed it, was did they say when Jenni's parents got divorced?
I'm
Because if
guessing
it was at
when the mom
2,
went to the assisted
Yeah,
living.
she wouldn't really remember a life of them together at all. I don't
Right.
Still, though, I mean, you are aware of the fact
That they were
that
at
it
one
didn't work.
point.
that didn't work, and that
Right.
that you're not raised in a
And
dual
Yeah.
home.
two of them together
Yeah.
at the same house.
Which is interesting too to see her. She's been like wanting a ring, and now she's like, well, am I still gonna, you know, like him in 20 years?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is kind of an interesting thing to hear from her for once.
It's
Because
true.
you haven't really heard her
Doubts and stuff.
being
yeah.
down, because she always seemed to, like
Yeah,
you said,
let's do it.
push it, and yeah, I want it, but you know, and that her and Roger are both from divorced homes, and you've heard Roger talk about it, how he's been, you know, he didn't want to rush in the marriage, or he didn't necessarily think that he wanted to get married.
Yeah.
But in this case, it looks like it worked out. They found kind of the right person.
I think so. I think they're good.
I think he said it well when he was like, you know, I'm not the hopeless romantic. Like, I
Yeah.
don't believe that you just find that person and, you know right away. Like, he's like, we built this love. You know what I mean? Which is interesting, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm the hopeless romantic. But, like,
No, me too.
like, I want all
the fairy
I
tale.
want fireworks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's, and I think it was, he made me think when he said that.
Yeah.
You know, it was a really good perspective.
I think so.
And he said we're gonna grow to love each other more and more every day, and I thought that was really sweet. You know,
Yeah.
it wasn't like, oh, we reached the pinnacle and like this is it. It was like more and more every day. I was like, oh, that's so cute.
A slow
Yeah.
burn. A slow burn lasts a long time
Yeah.
versus a flaming fire.
That's very true.
Look at you.
That's coming from
yeah, coming from the married, the
yeah,
married
the
person.
married
I
one
mean,
on the panel.
Yeah, you've done something right.
So then we get Snooki and Jwoww, and then they kind of move back to the house.
Yes.
Where it looks like they're babysitting, and Jionni and Snooki get to go on a nice little dinner.
Yeah.
They
Which
do
is very
finally
cute.
together.
The two of them, you know. But we were mentioning this and talking about this a little bit when we were watching around this part of the episode, how like fortunate and lucky Snooki is.
She really is.
So
got
many
it
ways.
good.
Yeah.
She's totally got it good.
She's got a good
She has
big
help
time.
upstairs.
Yeah, she's kind of a pain too sometimes. Love her.
Yeah.
Bit of a pain, Snooki.
Snooki.
Yeah.
She's spoiled. I mean,
Totally. That's a better
she's
word.
She's
Yeah.
got like a great. I love Jionni. I think he's adorable, and he seems
Yeah.
to really love her. A beautiful baby, like amazing help upstairs, like
Yes.
a built-in babysitter family right then, built-in chef, like.
I mean, you're done.
A lot of love,
Right.
They're gonna-
and like not to mention like she's a famous reality star. So it's like it's not like she's just a famous vapid reality star with I don't know
Yeah.
about vapid, but like reality star with like no substance in her life. Like
Right.
she's got like that loving family. Plus she's got kind of a cool, fun career doing
But in
reality
the
shows.
same sense, like for like props to Snooki, like look where she was at the beginning of Jersey Shore.
very
like
true.
falling, like
Doing kuka
on-
cartwheels.
Yeah, on the beach,
Kuka
getting
cartwheels.
arrested,
Yeah.
being all crazy, and she's like, okay, like it's time for me to grow up, and she
come a
did
long
it, and
way.
she's letting everyone who's judged her like continue to judge her do that process. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like. There's definitely a flip side to that, but I think the lucky girl weighs out a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, I think in some ways too, like it had to do with her the way she reacted to the situation. So I mean, she got
Right.
knocked up, right?
Yeah.
She the direction could have gone a lot of different ways.
A lot.
But she chose to kind of really embrace being a mom and
Yeah.
the domesticity of everything, and having Jionni and being there and being in a relationship. You know, she could have done some stupid antics, teenage mom type thing, whatever. You know,
Right.
like
Yeah.
she reacted to that situation in a way that
She even told Jwoww she should do it. Get knocked up, she can get a ring.
Yep, there you go. That's one way to do it, I guess.
I guess.
Oh,
Yeah,
terrible.
no, not a good way. No. So then they have their nice little date night.
They do, and she drinks wine for the first time in 9 or 10 months, or however long it's been, and she doesn't like it. It was her favorite wine, and she was not into it.
Yeah, it happens, I think.
Yeah, I guess if you haven't had it for that long, your taste buds like, I don't know. I haven't been pregnant,
Yeah.
so.
10 months is a long time not to drink anything at all. Like not one sip of alcohol.
Well, yeah.
So, yeah. I'm surprised though, because I mean, she was such a drinker.
She was such a drinker.
And I don't necessarily see her not drinking.
Yeah, I see her drinking again.
I see her really
getting back into it.
big time.
I could see her every now and then having a sip of wine too. She had nothing during the pregnancy? Is that what she said?
Yeah, nothing.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, maybe a sip at the beginning.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
she didn't know or something.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
You know.
But I hear like a glass of wine every now and then is not that bad.
I heard her's not that bad either, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't chance it.
Yeah, you never know.
I don't enjoy that wine
that much
you
to
know?
like take the risk of you never know.
Yeah, just
Right.
give me a bowl of ice cream, I'll be happy.
Right.
Is that on your
I'm
diet?
okay.
Actually, it is. I make that on my diet.
Awesome.
I actually had bacon maple ice cream last night on my
Oh.
birthday, so that was fun.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Okay, so enough about it.
Happy
Oh my God.
birthday to you.
I like that little like
We've got
singing.
like, yeah, kind of like the Maryland
I
style.
know.
Thank
That was good, Steven.
you. Yeah, on that note, literally.
We're gonna. Well, I was gonna
Yeah.
just tell you guys, make sure you go to iTunes, tell a friend. A lovely segue from singing to iTunes.
There you
But tell a friend, go to iTunes, rate and comment, give us 5 stars. Tell your friends about it. Tell your Facebook friends, Twitter friends, Instagram friends, Pinterest. I don't care what you social media
Your real
you use.
friends, the
real
people you
friends,
see on a
your
daily
neighbors.
basis.
Tell them all. It only takes a minute. Go rate and comment us, guys. Give us 5 stars. Write down comments. We love to hear from you. So let us know what you think. Get in the discussion with us. So it'd be great.
It'd be fun. We're here for you guys. So.
We're here for you.
Yes. All right. Well, now we've got some news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
So today, Snooki and Jwoww were both on Ellen DeGeneres show.
Woo! I love Ellen.
Yeah, it was really, really fun. A little shocking, Snooki came out with some super red hair. Some like
Oh.
super red hair. And Jwoww's ring, I'm sure you guys have seen it before, is huge.
Yeah.
Like it's gigantic. Jwoww, they were talking about her wedding and how she was supposed to maybe get married this summer or spring. But I guess Roger's house got destroyed by Hurricane Sandy.
Oh, wow.
So they're pushing back the wedding, and it's like not first priority right now. Jwoww was like, he needs to get resituated, you know, stuff like that. And they showed a picture of his house underwater.
Wow.
It really, really sucked. Ellen was asking Snooki about what was like her biggest surprise about motherhood, and she was like, my biggest surprise is I think how good I'm doing with it.
Oh,
Which
that's
is
really
kinda cool.
cute. I think that's
Totally
everyone's
cute.
like big surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
totally.
that's a pretty honest answer.
Yeah, because I guess she thought she was a
Good
mess.
stuff.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was also calling herself horse teeth. She got her teeth done.
Oh,
Yes.
remember? Yeah.
She called herself horse teeth?
Yeah,
Oh.
like on the Ellen show, and Ellen was like, "What do you mean? They look fine." And she's like, "They're a little big." So
Yeah.
she's not excited about her horse teeth. And then Ellen gave them both presents. Jwoww got a blue brassiere with a half mannequin with a flask connected to the back with a big straw filled with
my
vodka that
gosh.
she drank on the Ellen show.
Oh my God.
And Snooki got a little, you know, outfit for Lorenzo with like the GTL and like a gold rope chain with like a script L
cute.
and like a hat that had like a mohawk totally like connected. So it was really funny. It wasn't that long, but it was really cool to see them, and you know they both look great. They both look fit. In other news, I saw Jwoww tweeted today about that she did a photo shoot with the No Hate campaign, which I think we have a picture of. Steven?
Pulling it up right now.
Steven.
Side note on Ellen and her gifts, like she gives the most amazing gifts. Her prop department must be like crazy talented because the gifts that she gives to people are so creative and so good. I'm like, oh my gosh, Ellen. Yeah,
it's kind of awesome. So there she is with a duct tape bra in this picture.
Wow.
And I believe those are the two guys are the founders of No Hate. So
she looks
great.
great.
Check that out. Yeah, she looks really good.
She looks like she lost weight.
Yeah, but besides that, you know, pretty much summed up their little segment on Ellen, but it was good to see him on Ellen.
Nice.
Yeah,
Thanks for the recap.
Sweet. No biggie.
You know, it's all in the day.
Do what I can.
All right, so we got some predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
All right, guys, you guys have predictions?
Actually, I'm really excited about the fake proposal by Roger and the pink Jeep. I think it's hysterical. You guys weren't stoked about that, but I think that it's kind of funny. But all she's been doing is talking and talking and talking, and he had to listen to Snooki say it on the phone. He had to listen to he's been through the ringer about this ring. So to trick her, I kind of think is awesome.
I would be like legitimately pissed. I'd be like, dude, really? Like, really? It's not funny. I'm like, no.
It's awesome.
Don't give me a stupid pink limo. Give me a pink diamond ring.
Right.
That car was terrible.
I know.
That was something else.
I think she was even embarrassed by it.
Yeah.
She was like, what?
I thought it was actually pretty cool.
It was.
You want one for tomorrow night or Saturday night for your birthday?
I do.
Pink Hummer limo.
Yeah, I want one actually.
I love how he tried to play it off like he didn't order it. He was like, that was just probably the one that they had left. And like she's like, no, you totally ordered it.
I know. I totally had left. So, you know, it was prom season. All the black and white ones were gone.
They're done.
You got this
special on this one.
Yeah. You know, it's the jersey special.
Right.
Right.
With the leather seats on the inside, or the leopard print seats on the inside.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. Well, there's your show. So thanks so much for listening. And where can we find our wonderful, lovely host?
You can find me at Twitter at Annika_Michelle or Facebook.com/AnnikaMichelle1.
You can find me at I am Steph Z with an F.
Nice. And I'm your host, Erika Vieira. And you can find me on Twitter at Erika Vieira LA. And that's Erika with a K.
Happy birthday, Erika.
Happy birthday, Erika. Woo!
Pink limo.
Yes. Can I have that for my birthday?
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later, bitches.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.